Start Hay Raking. It is 3:30 in the morning on a Friday morning. We've got some lambs that have gotten into this barley hay paddock. That won't be too much for trouble. So this was drilled to be dryland barley. This paddock has a pretty big cropping history for cereals for the last 20-25 years. So the annual ryegrass has gotten to it. This paddock's done for a while. She'll be sown to pasture next April, this coming April, and it'll be left to pasture for 5 years, so give or take a few. So a bit of a barley crop did come up. There's some white thistles in there, don't forget. I can just tell. I can't see their colour, but I can just tell. Here's some ones I sprayed. They're dead. They're dead AF. So the barley crop did come up, but except it was full of ryegrass. So if you did harvest it, it would have been the worst sample you've probably ever seen in your life. Now, you can kind of see it along there, this first little 2 foot of grass, or what supposedly looks like grass, is barley. And this paddock had heaps of rocks in it, so yes, we planned ahead and we got the 17-ton rock roller onto it. TFD did that, Tom did that. Not sure if there's any misses, because I did see, because then when Will came along and mowed it, I did see yesterday he left some old blades that were all bent up. A mower blade will only bend if it hits something like a rock, or as hard as a rock. Our normal lucerne paddock gets rolled, has been rolled every year for at least the last 7 years, I'd say, straight, except this year. This year was the first year we didn't roll it, and there's no problems about it this year. But every other year we've rolled it, so that paddock is flat as could be, like not many bumps in it. Everything's compact, no rocks sticking out. And I've never, ever had a bent blade come out of that paddock. Whoa. Oh, got a bit lost there. I'll try and get time up. Not focusing, but it's 3:30. So this paddock we're in, this is Forest 2. We got that new paddock called Tom's in there. That was virgin ground this year when we broke that in. That's got barley crop. That's looking pretty good. Hopefully we're pushing 4.5 ton to the hectare there. That'll be a good paddock. We'll have a pivot on there in a few years. We're planning and do some on this Forest 2 pivot as well, paddock as well. There's lots of trees in here, a few trees to munch down. But that's about it. Got the beats on because we're in the old 6330. Got the sunnies on ready. Got the drone out. Got the drone in the cab ready for when the sun comes up. But yes, what else is on for today? We've got we'll finish our last day crutching down at the main south farm, Verwood. Ooh, is that a white thistle too? I reckon that might be a whitey. That's a whitey, I reckon. Cotton thistles. Cotton thistles they're meant to be called, but I call them white thistles. Yeah, so we're crutching. We've got like 600-ish used to crutch. So it might actually be a bit less. They've only really got like bit past smoko of enough use, so I can't really remember how many they're doing, but and then they got 67 of our rams to shear. Now we have a bit of a problem with the 6330. All the hydraulics, the hydraulic remotes, the female end of the hydraulic remote, they've cooked it. It is, you cannot get a single hydraulic hose to stay in there for more than 3 actions. If you're lucky to get 2, so I pretty much set the rake up and I'm just hoping to not have to move it the whole time. I'll probably be pushing it a bit on the bends, but on the corners, because we're going round and round. I think that's stupid. We should have mowed this straight up and down. But I'm going to push it a bit with the fingers because I don't really care if I break them, because at the end of the day I'm the person that's going to end up fixing them, so I'll break as many as I want. I know I'm not paying for them, but we have them in bulk storage, so all G. Just coming up to the finish of our first lap. Soon we'll be able to see what the road's looking like. There's a plantation going along there, and I think I've racked up a few sticks that I'll have to get out for the baler. Watch the gate, Ollie. Watch the gate. I've lifted the loader arms up so we can have a little squeeze out of row. And all that jazz. So this is the stuff that's underneath. It's still green, but it's dry. We're just gonna have to fucking rake it. I can just full send rake it. Some of the stuff that's sitting on top. Anyway, it is now 3:40. I'm going to leave it here. I've dragged this video on way too long. I'm going to be surprised if anyone actually gets this far in the video, because there's a lot of talking and not a lot of viewing. But adios amigos, hope everyone has a good one. We're back. Started doing some straight lines because it's a mess. There's lines going everywhere the way this is mowed. I had heated debates with AOD about how we're going to mow it, and he was being stingy and wanted to mow it in a circle because it saved like an hour. It turns out the person we got to mow it didn't really do it in a circle. We lifted it in each corner and turned 90 degrees. So it's not a circle. So I'm just breaking all the rules now. I'm kind of breaking my religion, and I'm just not even following the lines, and I'm just going straight big ABs. Straight ABs. I've had it block a bit. The rake's been, I don't know, too wide, it was blocking a bit. I've done with fast. The only really hydraulic number ones kind of working. The other ones are just popping out, which is a pretty big nuisance. I like to, as I go along, I like to wind it out like an extra meter and that, so I don't miss a little bit, so I don't have to come back and get it again. But this is just how we've got to do it. Back, and we're plugged. So, I think this is the 4th time it's happened this morning, and each time it happened this morning, I brought the raking a bit in. I decreased the width, and I've actually noticed this one a lot quicker than all the other ones. But this is pretty much what it looks like when you block a V-rake. And obviously, like I've had it blocked up to here before. Fuck, if you really wanted to, you could block the thing all the way up to here. But that is a lot of hay. So what you can try and pull it out. I don't usually pull it out like this. It takes a lot of time. Look how much I've just pulled out and how much more there is to go. What I like to do, and I probably might doing this because I'm not always the one driving the baler to deal with it after. But or you want to lift up first. Actually, sorry, that is the first thing you want to do. You want to lift up, and sometimes it'll go through. I don't think, oh, yep, that went through. Let's go out and have another look. We got all this. Once these wheels start turning, all this will come off. Probably good to hand take it off. So I don't like it wrapping around the bearing there. But anyway, this is our blocked pile. That is like I was saying before, that is a pretty small blockage, I'd say so. As long as a tractor, the baler tractor, can drive over it, it's it'll chew it. Yeah, so pretty much baler guys gonna be chug along, not much. And then when he gets here, he'll just have to ride that clutch a bit. He won't pick it all up. Oh, there'll be a bit that'll get left on the ground. Just because that's just what's going to happen. But yeah, why that one blocked up, I'm not exactly too sure. I've definitely got the rake out as wide as it'll go. As wide as I can go, I should say. Let's see how many feet that is. My feet, that is, at least. I'm gonna go 1, 8 to the middle, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 feet wide. That's pretty much it unblocked. That's it, and then you just carry on, you just watch it. I might have just been going a bit too fast, to be honest. Freaking hell. But yeah, pretty much I had the feet up here. I was sitting back here. I had a quick look up there and I'm like, yeah, fuck. Anyway, we shall carry on raking. If it happened again in the next 2 to 3 runs, I would be changing something, such as my width. I'd probably drop it back down to like 13 foot or something. But yes, I've been trying to keep these nice and straight for Randall. God, it feels weird going on a 90-degree angle to the mower, and it's actually a bit bumpy. Righto, adios amigos, that's it, ciao.